Okay, hi, this is Ken here from www.smartforexeducation.com. In today's session, we're going to take a look at potential entries that we will try and execute dependent on the close of the US session today. So first and foremost, this is the euro dollar chart on a daily time frame. We've seen from the middle of January, we've seen a strong bounce back up or retracement from the strong trend to the downside, which really commenced, if we go back here, which really started from the May period and continued, and the euro has weakened significantly against the dollar over a 8-9 month period. But we're now starting to see a very, very strong pullback in the euro. So the euro is now starting to recover its losses, and we're now trying to identify whether this short-term retracement will be strong enough for a continued move, or we're just looking at a bounce. So what I normally do is I normally pull up a retracement. So I go to lines, add Fibonacci retracements freehand, and I'll take a retracement level which I have in already from a significant high point from the high of October down to a significant low, which is the middle of January, where that was the low point for the year. And then what I look for, I have my Fibonacci levels in place. So for potential entries as a continuation play to the downside, there's three main retracements I'll look at. The first one, the 25%. The second one, the 40%. The third one, the 50%. So what we've seen is that the market moved straight through, okay, broke straight through the 25% retracement level and continue the strength, continue the optimism in the market, which has come from the positive fundamental news that's come out in Europe, that we've seen. Situation with Greece, potential packages are in place. So there's a lot of positive optimism in the market right now. So taking that into consideration, the price broke through 25% level. So the next area that we're looking for, guys, will be the 40%, right? 25% is broken, the next level is 40%. 40%, it slightly tested below the level, and then we saw a sudden retracement, pretty strong retracement back down to the 25% level. Can everyone see that? 25% level which occurred here before the market oscillated in a tight range for a few days, held at 25% again, and then continued the move to the upside. So we entered a few positions, one on the bounce here at the 25% level, we made a nice profit. We entered a second trade on this 25% level, which occurred 3 days ago. And now what we're looking for is a potential opportunity short. So we're looking at the 40% level to see if you can hold. If you look at yesterday's trade, the candlestick bar showed a clean doji, which shows a potential reversal, or buyers are slightly weary of the continued move to the upside. So what you might find here is a flush. We spoke about the flush trade on a previous tutorial that we did, and one of the systems and strategies we use to great effect in the market is identifying where retail traders are entering the trade and we're going the other way. Okay, and this is what smart money do. This is how they trade on a regular basis. So taking that into consideration, we're looking at the 40% level. If the price or the close of the US session today, if you're in the US, then you obviously know that the close will be at 4 p.m. If you're in the UK, closing session of the US will be at 9 Central GMT time. In Europe, 10 Central European time. Okay, so what I'm looking for, if price can close very close to the opener of today, which was the opener of today was at 13257. So if we can get a sharp movement back down by about 20-30 pips, I'll be looking at a potential short to test to test, let me just pull up a horizontal 3. Okay, so I'll be looking at a test. Let's take this away. I'll be looking at a test at just slightly below, slightly above the open of Tuesday session. Okay, and I hope that's clear to everyone. So what we see here is we've got the 25%, we've got the 40% level here, and what I'm going to do so people can clearly see this. This is a 25% fib level, and then we've got the 40% fib. So what we've seen here, 25%, it bounced, it tested the support level, nice couple of opportunities to the upside. Now it's holding slightly above the 40% level. We're looking to see if the price can close very close to the opening of today's bar and look for a short back down to around a 13163 level, okay, before potential continuation to the upside. So we'll see how this market unfolds over the next few days. This type of trade would probably be an overnight position trade, or it's dependent on the news and the price action, but something to be aware of. And what you can also do is here, just lines very quickly, look for the next trend line level so we can see a snap theory. We've spoken about the snap theory situation entries on previous tutorials that we've done. If you haven't viewed it, then please go to www.smartforexeducation.com to catch up please on the previous sessions we've covered, so you can get yourself up to speed. So if you have any questions, you can get me on smartforexeducation.com, and we'll see how this market evolves, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Take care.